If you guys live in the state of Texas, you already know that the primaries are over with and the main election is coming up in November. In November, one of the big things we're going to be voting for is the governor. And let me tell you guys, we have such a valid, viable, extremely great candidate this year running for the Democratic Party. Her name is Gina Hinojosa. And let me tell you guys, in the latest polling, she is showing neck and neck with Greg Abbott in one of the main districts that led the Trump vote and everything, which is wild that a Democrat is really kicking butt in that district. I printed out some of the information right here. I want to go over it with you guys, and just know that I'm all about Gina Hinojosa. I've said it before in videos, and we have got to get the word out for her. We have got to get her elected. She would be such a viable, incredible change that we need in this state. One, she's a woman. Two, she's Latina. And the biggest demographic in the state of Texas is Latinos. So come on, y'all. So anyways, in the 23rd Congressional District, that stretches from San Antonio to El Paso, it has always been wildly red. It's a district that Trump won by 15 points in the 2024 election, and Abbott carried it by 10 points in 2022. Now, mind you, Hinojosa and Abbott are deadlocked in that district, 48 points to 48 points. That's like never happened before. I remember back in 2022, it was Abbott versus Beto, and Abbott carried that district. So that's wild. So the major shift that we need to talk about is the fact that Democrats showed up and showed out to vote for the primaries this year. We had just if you take the count for the senators alone, over 2.3-ish million voters turn out for the Democratic Party, which is like way freaking more than we ever have. That's incredible, and that shows you that people are pissed off and they're ready to make some change happen, and that we want Texas to change. We want Texas to finally be that beautiful blue color that it used to be, and that it truly is. Because there are more Democratic votes here. They just don't go vote. But we are passionate and ignited this year for it. So, key voting group signals trouble for Abbott. Even in a deep red district, the poll shows 46% of independent voters, 50% of Latino voters, and 7% of former Trump voters support Gina. Makes my heart so happy, y'all. So, it says that the Republican base is cratering. Even in a sample that overrepresented Trump supporters by 12 points, Abbott struggles to pull ahead. A signal that his corruption is a liability, even amongst the voters in his party base. Because they're starting to finally understand Abbott has never had anybody's best interest at heart. He's worried about himself and about his rich upper echelon people. Texas, the majority of us, we are working class or lower. The Republicans don't care about you. They don't have the best interest at heart. But the Democrats either don't show up to vote, they don't fight hard enough, meaning the Democratic Party itself. I don't know. But this year, it's been different. And I'm seeing it all online. I be following all this stuff on like Threads and everywhere else. Like, I really think this is going to be a big year of change for Texas. And I really hope so. because God only knows how much longer I'm willing to fight for this state. I've said it before. My mom uprooted her whole life and fled from Alabama to here to start anew, to raise her kids here, to give birth to me. She trusted Texas. And it's a beautiful state. Don't get me wrong. It is a beautiful state. The hill country is unmatched. It's our politics that suck, and it's because people don't go vote. But I think we can change that this year. And it's going to start with Gina. And let me tell you guys, as we get closer to November, watch, it happens every election year. Greg Abbott pulls the Latino card out because his wife is Latina, and he'll start running commercials where he gets his nieces to come on there and be like, I support Greg Abbott, and in our household, I don't see him as governor. He's just my Tio Greg. That is a white man who doesn't care about y'all, but you have a strong, wonderful Latina running for governor this year. So I say out with Tio Greg, and instead let's support Tia Gina. See what I did there? You guys, she fights for the school districts. She fights for healthcare, for Medicaid, all this stuff for the working class. She is the governor that we need, who is going to make some really good, really big changes that this state needs. And I'm excited to see these polling numbers, and I'm going to keep my eye on these things, and I'm going to keep everyone updated, because we are fighting tooth and nail for our lives. Vote like your life depends on it, because this year especially, with everything going on in the world, our lives depend on it. Come on, Texas, make me proud. This is my home, and I fight hard for it because who else is going to? It's my home, but it's getting a lot more disheartening the longer time goes on. But I'm here battling still. So I'll keep you guys updated. Stay tuned, and thank you for tuning in.